I am back. It has been a really long time since I've been able to film a very genuine like life update, get ready with me video, and I'm really excited that I have the energy to do this today and that I have a lot of really nice things to share with you guys. You know, these past few months of my life have been really hectic and very strenuous, emotionally, mentally, physically. But there's a lot of good things that have come out of it. I've learned a lot of things about myself, about the people and my relationships around me, and I've just a rediscovery period. I learned more about myself these past few months, and like during that weird transition phase I thought it would be best for me to not make videos because one, I was really tired all the time and so I didn't want my video quality to suffer, and two, I was like changing who I am. Like I was going through a metamorphosis and I didn't think you guys wanted to see me in my little cocoon phase. Probably did not. Probably missed the mark. Anyways, I've been going through it is what I'm trying to say. But I'm really happy to be back. I missed you guys. I missed making videos and I think you guys will be seeing a lot more from me. So without further ado, did I even talk about what I'm doing in this video? So this video is a life update, get ready with me video. So you guys know I like to talk and do my makeup at the same time so that you guys aren't just listening to me ramble for like 15-20 minutes about my life, and at least like doing makeup gives me a little bit of structure. Like while I'm doing my foundation I'll talk about this, while I'm doing my blush I'll talk about this. You know what I mean? Also, I've been getting my nails done lately. Like in my other videos, my nails have not been the best, especially since I used to be a barista. They used to be broken all the time. But in this video, I have like pretty decent manicure going on. Definitely time for a fill, and I need to get them repainted, but we're making progress. This is a step up. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get started. In today's video, I'm gonna be doing my everyday makeup that I've been wearing to school, and I'm kind of gonna talk about what's been going on in my life. Okay, so I'm wearing my glasses. Can't do my makeup with my glasses on, unfortunately, but I am blind as a bat and can't wear contacts. So I'm just gonna pull my hair out of my face a little bit. My hair looks like it's a mess because it is. But what else is new that hasn't changed about me at least? So starting off with skin prep, I am going to go in with my Proactive Complexion Perfecting Hydrator. I still use this religiously. And then today for primer, I'm actually going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. It's a primer plus a moisturizer. I got this from Bo. He got it for free from Sephora. And I've been having really dry skin lately, so it's really nice to have a super duper hydrating moisturizer. So this is what I'm going to use for my primer. So what's been going on with my life is that I started university. That's something you guys knew was coming up. I didn't anticipate it to be such a difficult process, if I'm being completely honest. So when it did turn out to be a little bit harder than I had expected, it kind of completely overwhelmed me and wiped me out. So now I'm gonna go in with the primer, and I'm just gonna use like one pump, and that's good enough for like my whole face. This is what it looks like. It goes on literally just like a moisturizer, but it's a little bit stickier. Definitely not tacky or anything. There's just like a little pull when you touch it and lift your fingers up, you know what I mean? So there have been a lot of things in my life that have been going on that haven't been very, you know, like fortunate. I've been really down on my luck for a few days, for a few weeks to be honest. But I don't want to talk about any of that in this video because honestly almost everything has been resolved and I'm in a much better place now than I was like even just 2 months ago. Like I find that if I kind of am able to move on, like acknowledge that something bad has happened and then move forward from there and kind of try my best not to bring it up anymore, things have just been so much better if I keep a forward mindset or if I keep thinking super positively. Things just end up better. And that's something that like I kind of figured would happen, but like when I put it into practice I was surprised by the results. So let me just give you guys a few life updates while I go on to my foundation. The foundation I'm using today is L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in 105. I'm just gonna dot this all over my face. But yeah, I started my junior year at the University of Washington, Seattle. You guys probably knew that already based off my previous videos where I talked about it a lot. But I got accepted into my major. If you guys didn't know what my major was, it's Global Media and Technological Communications. And then I'm still considering picking up another major or a minor or even a double degree instead of double majoring. But I have a little bit of time to figure that out. For right now, I just want to focus on starting classes with this first major because my registration period this first quarter was really late. I didn't get the best pick of classes because of that, which kind of sucks, and it kind of like affected me more than I thought it would, but after reflecting upon it, I kind of understand better what I'm going through. So I'll get into that in a little bit, but yeah, I got accepted into my major and I'm really happy about that. I finally get to start studying, you know, what I'm really passionate about, which is communications, and global media and technological communications is right up my alley. It's kind of like within the Department of Communications, there's different emphases. You can emphasize on a different aspect of communication, and the reason why I chose global media technological is because I think it's really relevant, and I think it's the one that will open the most doors for me with what I'm interested in, if that makes sense. I don't want to get into it too much because if I do, then I'll just keep talking for like half an hour. But with that being said, when I first registered for classes at the University of Washington, like I said, I had a really late registration period, so I didn't get the best choices for which classes that I get to take, and so I ended up taking a lot of prerequisite classes and like finishing up all my requirements for graduation. Like I'm taking gender, women's, and sexuality studies to fulfill a diversity credit, but I actually really like that class. And then I'm taking a law class, and I'm taking macroeconomics, which end up being prerequisite classes for the Foster School of Business or any business majors at the University of Washington. And they are quote-unquote weed out classes, which I didn't know was a thing. So these classes are like purposefully designed to be a little bit more difficult or have a very strict grading policy so that they kind of are able to weed out people who aren't as motivated from the program, and differentiate them from the people who really want to be in this major. And I took these classes not expecting them to be weed out classes, first off because I didn't know that those things were a thing. But because they were intro classes mostly, so I didn't know they would be so difficult. But I find myself really struggling with it, and it really, like, I was very disappointed with myself for having such a hard time until I realized, wait a second, these are my elective classes. Like, I'm not taking this to fulfill anything for my communications major. This has nothing to do with my major. So why am I sweating? Sure, if I was gonna be a business major or something like that, then I would be more worried. Coming to terms with the fact that, you know, I never took these classes with the intent of being a business major. I took them quote unquote for fun. Yeah, my idea of fun is maybe a little bit skewed. But anyways, I took these classes for fun, so they have nothing to do with my major, and why am I sweating it? You know, I'm already in my major. I get to take the classes I want to take very soon, and I'm already a junior, so I'm finishing up. Like, I just needed to calm down and take a deep breath. So it took me 2 months almost to realize what was happening to me in terms of that, and as soon as I did, it was like a huge burden lifted off me. Because, like, first off, I'm not doing terrible. I just set really, really high standards for myself. Like, a 3.7 is like a bad grade for me. But that's just because I always go for a 4.0. I need to be really conscious of what I'm doing and my perceptions of myself, because if I'm not, then it's really easy for me to be unmotivated or to get discouraged. For concealer, I'm going to use my ColourPop No Filter Concealer in medium 30. Actually, before I go in with my concealer, I'm going to do my eyebrows. So for eyebrows lately, I've been using the L'Oreal Infallible Brow Stylist Frame and Set Brow Pomade in 214 Warm Brunette, and I absolutely love this stuff. I like it a little bit better than the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade, just because this one is more creamy and more emollient, so it's easier for me to glide on. Okay, so like what I do, I pretty much still have the same brow routine. None of my makeup has necessarily changed per se. I just wear a lot less makeup because I have a lot less time in my day. It was so different back when I was in community college, you know, like I still commuted to school, but my commute was so much shorter. I was only commuting 2 times a week, so I only had classes on 2, maybe 3 days a week, like a Monday and a Wednesday or something like that. But this time around, I am commuting 5 days a week. So like when I started getting really tired for school, I became really worried because I was like, oh my gosh, I am maybe going through another depressive episode, and I really can't be doing that right now. Not when things are so high stakes for me, you know, my first quarter at UW. But then I realized, oh wait a second. Compared to last year, I'm commuting 5 days a week and I'm waking up way earlier, so that's why I'm way more tired. So just kind of being consciously aware of the differences between myself then and myself now have really helped me better understand my situation and realize that, you know, I'm growing, I'm progressing, I'm getting better, I'm doing more. I find it's really easy for me to get distracted or to forget about these things, forget about myself, and start comparing myself to the situations of others when we're not in the same situation, so why should I be doing that? There's also like something that happened to me that is really tough for me to talk about, so I'm not going to talk about it. What I'm going to talk about instead is kind of the opposite. It was kind of the solution to that problem, and it's to realize that I am with a really great guy now. So like putting my relationship on social media, I'm aware that I am always going to be subject to criticism and stuff like that, but it's still hard when people have no idea what you've been through or what it's like behind the scenes, and that you're only showing them the good things. I'm with someone different now. His name is Bo. He is an amazing guy, you guys. He's a teacher. He's not super old, but he is older than me. He's gonna get so mad at me for saying that because he's still in his 20s and stuff like that, like early 20s, but when I say he's older than me, it sounds like he's like 30 something and like I'm a sugar baby, but that's definitely not the case. He is a teacher, he works with kids and stuff like that, and he also works at Sephora part-time, which is coincidentally how we met because I worked at the mall and he worked at the mall too, so that's how we met and how we got to know each other. He has a YouTube channel, so I will link it down below if you guys want to check out his videos. Some of them are vlogs of our dates and other ones are like his comic reviews. He's really into comics, and actually he got me really into comics. Like if I have free time, I find myself reading comics, and it started out with just like graphic novels, but you know, sure enough, it progressed into me reading single issues, which are like the ones that are coming out on a weekly basis and stuff like that. Yeah, I should be in focus again. So I just finished up my eyebrows. My camera cut off, you guys. I'm super sorry. I have no idea where I left off, but I'm just gonna keep going. He's a really good guy to me. Again, comics are a huge thing for us, and we are going to Comic-Con 2018, which is in March, I believe. We're going on the Saturday date, just in case anyone lives in Washington and is going to be going to Comic-Con, you know, we'll be there too. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my concealer now. I'm going to be using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in the shade Medium 30. It's kind of the same shade as my skin color, but I like it a lot because it's not like super drastic. You know, it's not like a super bright under eye highlight. I like to reserve that for when I'm going out. But yeah, we're going to be at Comic-Con 2018 this upcoming year. We are planning on cosplaying and stuff like that. We are actually going to be in California and Nevada this upcoming December, so we're going to be in the Southern California area for the most part. We're staying in Chino and Anaheim and stuff like that, and we're going to be visiting all the theme parks like Universal Studios and Disneyland on Christmas. I'm super excited about that. And then we're gonna go to Santa Monica and just be a tourist, go around Hollywood Boulevard, you know what I mean? And then later on for New Year's, we're gonna be in Vegas and stuff like that. So I'm really excited about being able to travel with him and with my family. I'm so excited actually that my family likes him enough to take him with us. They are super duper generous, and kind of like a Christmas gift for both of us that we get to be together for the holidays. But also he has gone through some fantastic changes in his life. He moved recently. He is in an apartment now with like really great roommates and stuff like that. He has a new job, which is such a good job, and he actually got his car stolen twice, which doesn't sound like a good thing, but he also found it twice. So I don't know, it's just really funny. It's not funny to me. It's kind of funny too. So he kind of has like the worst luck ever, but things have really been like turning around for him. And you know, as his girlfriend, that makes me really happy. So yeah. Oh, going back to school, I joined this amazing nonprofit organization called Hey Mentor. And I actually make YouTube videos for them. I'm their social media manager. But what we are is we're a mentoring program, and we serve the underserved pretty much. We help 11th and 12th graders, so junior and seniors in high school. We help them with college access and career access and stuff like that. So just this past weekend, today is a Sunday, yesterday we had a workshop where we helped them with their personal statements and college application stuff like filling out their FAFSA, finding scholarships. It was a lot of fun, and everyone who's in the program is extremely nice and motivated, and you know, just overall very happy to serve. Oh yeah, one thing that's like no one ever told me about college is how much freaking walking you have to do, trying to figure out how much I've been walking, and I've been walking an average of 3 to 4 miles every single day. I guess with my community college, all of my classes were in 1 or 2 buildings, you know, like I didn't have to go very far at all to get from one place to another. But here, my classes could be like a mile apart, they could be in the same building. Oh, I have no idea, you guys. I have asthma, so it's like super hard for me to walk around for long periods of time if I'm not like anticipating it. So like every time I would get to a classroom, I'd be like yeah. But with that being said, I feel super healthy now. My stamina has definitely increased. My butt has gotten nicer. It's like got a nice little lift to it because I'm walking a lot. But y'all don't need to know that. It is November 5th today, and my birthday is in 3 days. I have school on my birthday, so I'm not like super excited about the day approaching. But next weekend, I get to go on a super fun date with my boyfriend, so that's what I'm looking forward to. Like, I'm really hoping we get to go to, like, Seattle or something, eat good food, because, you know, even though I do commute to Seattle every single day, I commute for school. So I'm not really in the city, I'm not really doing things that are quote-unquote fun. Parking at college is so freaking expensive. Like, I could buy a parking pass, but I only drive to school on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The other days of the week, I take the bus. So like on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I take the bus because I only have 1 class, and it's like an early class, so I'm able to still take a bus back home. But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have a really late class, and I'm talking like it gets out at like 8:30. Damn, I didn't even talk about my eyeshadows. I got so caught up. So I'm using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, and I just used, let's see, Sandalwood, which is this nice warm brown color. I used that in my crease, and then I used Bay all over my eyelids. So on a daily basis, I will do some combination of just a light brown in the crease and then like something on the lid that's lighter. So I usually go for something nude or skin tone, which is in this case Bay, or I'll use like a shimmery champagne color or something like that if I feel like being extra. I'm still using this bronzer. I have had it for years now, and I'm kind of like wondering when I'm gonna hit pan. I can like see the outlines of it, but I just haven't gone there yet. So I go a little bit heavy with the bronzer just because I don't put like much emphasis on my eyes. You'll notice that I'm not wearing eyeliner, and that's because I can't tell you guys the last time I wore eyeliner at school. For me personally, it just works out that it's not reasonable for me to spend 15 minutes on eyeliner every single day. How have you guys been doing? Are you guys super like mad at me for not making videos for a while? I feel really bad about it. I miss making videos so much. I've just been so like unhealthy, toxic. I wasn't in a great place, so you know, I didn't want that to be apparent through my videos. I don't want people to see me like that, and I especially don't want to put it online. Whenever I'm feeling positive, I make videos. It's just like an immediate reaction for me to like want to report my good news to you guys. So for blush today, I'm using NARS's Orgasm. I love this. I have been going super heavy with blush lately as well. I feel like it's just like a fall thing for me. I really wanted to vlog my first few weeks at college, but I lost the battery for my vlog camera, or I lost the charger for it. So I'm still working on buying one on Amazon right now. For mascara today, I'm using Marc Jacobs. This is the Velvet Noir mascara in the darkest color, which is Noir 110. So I brought you guys in closer because I kind of wanted you guys to better see my eyelashes without any falsies on. This is just like the mascara. You know, I'm definitely not blessed in the lash department, but with the Marc Jacobs mascara, I feel like, you know, this is as good as it's gonna get for me. This is not something I do every day. And I get like eyelash glue all over my eyelid when I do this. That's why I always have like a Q-tip around for me to like wipe it off. I'm putting the finishing touches on my makeup right now. So for lips, I always use the Fenty Beauty lip gloss for school days, just because I don't like wearing lipsticks during school, because then I feel like I'm obligated to touch it up during the day, and I really don't want to deal with that when my main focus is like studying. So then I usually set my face using this, which is like the Too Faced Peach Mist Mattifying Setting Spray, but you know, I'm not doing anything today, so why use product? You know, why waste product? Okay, so this is super exciting for me because I have been hella into highlighting lately. What I do is I take my Mario Badescu, I don't know. I take this facial spray with aloe herbs and rose water. I take like 1 spritz into the cap. I take a highlighting brush, which I've been using this one, so I'm just going to dip it a little bit into the cap. The one I've been loving for this technique lately is Moonstone by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's in the Sun Dipped Glow Kit. So I take the wet side, take a little bit of it, you know, just make sure my brush is covered with the highlighter, and I find the high points of my cheeks. And look at that, it's just like so. And then I take the dry side and I use that side to kind of buff it in. And it's kind of like from here, you can't see it as much, but like when I turn my face or when it hits the light, it's just like, whew. Okay, you guys, that was my everyday makeup for school and a little life update for you guys, but there's a few things that I forgot to talk about because, like, of course I would forget to talk about it. I'm so unorganized right now. But no, I was fortunate enough to work with Hunter Boots, which is a huge brand, especially in Washington State where it rains and snows all the time. They make amazing rubber boots and they're very fashionable. They are sold in Nordstrom, and you know, it's like a really high-end brand. I was able to work with them on a back to school campaign, so if you follow me on Instagram at ohdangdanii with 2 eyes, you'll see my photos from that. I was so happy doing that. And I think because of that, I've been like approached by a lot more brands and stuff like that. So I will have a few videos coming up. None of them are sponsored. I just want to show you guys like the really cool products I've been being sent. I think that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. If you like this video and want to see more from me, then I would really appreciate the support. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys have a Twitter, please follow me at ohdangdanii with 1 eye. Or if you have an Instagram, please follow me at ohdangdanii with 2 eyes. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!